I think it should be starting now. Let's hope. um, let's see. Can everybody hear me? Sorry for the little bit of an inconvenience out here, but I'm still trying to get used to it. And yeah, actually, I wanted to start with a song, but screw that one. Welcome to 2021, I guess. Apparently, I'm still alive, and I'm doing quite alrighty, though everything is a little bit crazy and all over the place. But who cares? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Touhou Radio Next Gen. Very happy to have you around with us. Sorry for the inconvenience at the start. As always, there is always a little bit of a this and that, and I'm very glad that there are quite a few people joining us tonight to listen to us, but also I'm more than delighted to actually announce that I'm not alone here, because I've got my old trusty gang gladly introducing you to Don and Hikaru, aka our little petty petrol Tengu, which actually always calls out for a little woo. Guys, it's been a while. How you two doing?
It is. It has been quite a while.
Crazy that it's been a year since we've last actually really talked and had a stream together. But
Yeah, Don, why the hell
glad
don't
to
we
be
talk? What the hell's our problem?
Look,
We're in a
man.
server together. Why?
Look, man.
Why don't we
I
talk?
got a lot of. Look, man. Sometimes some shit happens, and I happen to just stay in lurk status under 90% of the time. I can't help it. It's just a lifestyle.
Well, it happens, but I'm more than delighted to have you guys with me. I mean, like, damn, it's been about a year. Nothing has changed. It's the same old shit around.
We skipped 2020.
Yeah, literally.
We ain't worried about that.
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about that I missed out on my great birthday party for my quarter century birthday, but and that all the other plans that I had for last year were all screwed and everything was quite disastrous in between. But you know what? Who cares? Because here we are talking about different things, and ladies and gentlemen, today we do a little bit of a different kind of stream, because you usually know me as or the stream in general as a stream where we talk about all Touhou related and so on. But today I wanna do a stream where we are talking a little bit more about different topics, not only about Touhou, but also a little bit about things that we are interested in: anime, manga, our lives all around, and a little bit about ourselves, because we've got some
Yes.
stories that we can talk and tell about each other. So, gentlemen, who of you want to start and want to start off with a topic?
Don can go.
Uh, put me on the spot like this, and I have nothing.
I have to after all this
Who
time. I haven't heard a
would've
goddamn peep
thought?
out of you hardly.
No, I mean, if we really would have just get started, like, what hobbies has everybody like effectively picked up on it the past year?
Oh, I
or
got-
so? Because outside of my effective main hobby, if I hadn't ever said it on stream before, I happen to really be a relatively big Magic the Gathering player, and outside of still continuing to do that, surprisingly enough, with everything that's been going on, uh, being somebody who managed to get interested in a very, I guess you would call it partially niche MMO by the name of Fantasy Star Online 2. But
I remember this.
this has basically been one of the big reasons that I have been so hard to get to keep a hold of. Somebody can say that my life has basically been taken over, and I would not blame them.
And yet, So managed it. Yes, he always does.
Look, So just has a special place in my heart here that you don't.
Aw.
Then there's a
Oh, that's cold. That is cold.
That's a line, you know it too, by the way. But we don't necessarily talk nearly all that often, and I don't get to see So like ever. So That man mentions my name in any given breath, and I'm like, all right, hold on, who's talking about me?
Oh man, bro, here we are.
So, I picked up a couple of things. So obviously, work has been an interesting um, turn of events. I left my job at the gun store shooting range. Worked at another manufacturing job for about less than 2 weeks before I got furloughed because all of Europe shut down again back in October or so. Um, since then, I've been kind of working part time as a paintball and airsoft ref at our local field. That field also happens to be a game store as well. They've got a location like a big field, and then they've got a store field. And at the store, they also sell like board games, that's war games, that sort of thing. And by being there in close proximity and having just been hanging out there prior to even working there, I got into Warhammer 40,000. So that was expensive. Fortunately, I had bought a whole bunch of stuff before becoming unemployed, so it's given me something to do and kept me sane, frankly. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of like even if I could show on the stream, I don't have a whole lot of models here anyway. Most of them are at the shop right now. But no, I've been started my first army. I'm a Salamanders player. And I've also got some Necrons that need built. But that's beside the point. And aside from that, of course, I've been diving into airsoft a little bit as well. But suffice it to say, I've been keeping busy.
Indeed. So, I guess the next one would be me. And, well, about me, there hasn't been a lot of change, you could say. I mean, like, hobby-wise, I haven't picked up something new other than just a bit more poetry than I used to. And currently I'm just enjoying life with all its twists and turns, more or less. Because currently, for example, I'm working on my thesis because if everything works out fine in about October-ish, I should be done with my studies and I can finally graduate from that university and start working and screwing my life over and over again.
I mean, isn't that just life as a general the moment you hit 18?
It is dumb, but please don't make it worse than it is already. But yeah, I mean, like, it has been quite troublesome few months, I would say, right? Like all of us, everybody in the stream right now, all the listeners can agree, I guess. We've been screwed over quite well, and we still have managed somehow to hold on to ourselves to get through this. And this is the idea of this of the title of the stream. Still alive? Are you still with us? Are you still hanging in there?
Apparently, people think I am still alive because my page is still getting likes after all this time, and I don't understand why.
I guess a Tengu is very hard to take
28, 2.8k. What the hell? That is like at least 100 more than when I last checked.
Well,
look, you think you have it bad. You think you're on the list of why are people following me? I'm fairly certain the two biggest pages of mine were sitting somewhere around 900 and about 1.3. Now the largest of the bunch of them is 2.5, and the other one's sitting at 1.7, I want to say. So, alive, like, dead for 3 years, but people still seemingly keep coming.
I mean,
Facebook's weird.
It is, but I mean, like, in general, like, this is like also a bit of a background story how this stream suddenly happened. Like, apparently in the last 6 months, I've got around 100 more likes on Facebook, totaling now at 500 for the Touhou Radio Next Gen Facebook page, which I thought is an occasion to celebrate at in some form, because I already announced the stream actually for the 400 in September, and I was like, well, I think the people will forget about it, who cares? And then suddenly it turned out to 500, and I was like, yeah, not gonna happen. I need something. And so I just came up with the idea of asking my friends, my fellas, like, guys, I need to do something, and I need my my crew for it. And they were all like, okay, we're in. And I mean, like, it was even on just short note. I mean, like, we had just roughly around a week to plan, and here we are.
Yeah.
You basically.
It's crazy.
You know, a funny thing about that. So I was up late this morning for undisclosed reason, or up late last night for undisclosed reasons. So I woke up around 11-ish, sometime after 11 o'clock, to a text that came in at like 7 from one of my bosses out at the paintball field at the store field saying, it's kind of short notice, but we need folks for open play. Or we said we can use another person for open play today, and I told him I've already got plans for today. I'm sorry, and then he texted me back a little bit later. He's like, "Don't worry about it. It's slow as hell." Which is funny because earlier this week he also called me in on short notice, which I don't mind. Shit happens. They basically had some guys book a private party at the last minute, and so we get all the they got all the guns staged. I show up there as quickly as I can at like 10 o'clock, and they never show up.
Yup.
They never showed up. They never showed up, and Mike, my boss, he tried to call him, and the phone rang twice and then stopped, so they hung up on him too. And we're just like, what bitches?
Sometimes people, I swear to God.
I mean, like,
this is why before COVID we took deposits.
Fair enough.
Of course we don't really now because shit just happens. If your whole party gets COVID, it's like, but once this is over, we're gonna start doing that again because that's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
But actually, on the matter of music, recently, of course, people would expect me now to go all the way on Odyssey and so on, but I'm gonna keep that one away for a little bit because there have been a few nice news and so on, and I wanted to talk about that topic or debate about it a little bit later. Actually, I wanted to start with another musician that we all know quite well, which is Babbe. Babbe, aka Frozen Starfall, one of the few German Touhou music DJs and arrangers, to whom I actually talked today, or rather chatted, just a few lines, just to tell him that we are on air, and he was like, "Oh, actually still alive after all those years?" And I was like, "Oh gosh, he's going to kill me." And I was like, "Yeah, kinda." And make sure I'm gonna play a few songs of yours. And so here we are. And actually, I was listening to a few of his songs just the other day, and I was like, I really need to find something that is really hitting it out perfectly as a beginner. And I actually found something, which is one of his oldest songs, which is actually where is it? Shining Red Eyes, and you can guess which character that is. I mean, like, shining red eyes, there's only a handful, like a dozen of them, but there are only one who have these special red eyes. And I guess this will be our starting song of the night. So, without further ado, we've got Babbe Music with Shining Red Eyes. I'm gonna continue with our little interview or small talk in a second, but enjoy the song and hear you afterwards.
Warum bin ich nur so weit von dir entfernt? Ich kann dich nur noch als kleinen Punkt sehen. So oft habe ich noch das alte Bild von mir, als wir beide noch vereint gewesen sind. Kann ich irgendwie zu dir hinüberschauen? Dieses Signal sollte dich erreichen.
Babe music, Frozen Starfall with shining red eyes. Like when I heard that song just the other day again, I was like, I really need to put that one into my playlist for tonight because, first of all, this is my greetings towards Babe, saying, "Hey, how you doing, mate? Doing all right? Hope you do." And at the same time, it is just a great song just to get a little bit into the groove for the night. Really enjoying it right now, and yeah, guys. On that note, actually, let's talk about a few of the other things that happened and topics. Like on one hand, I mean, like there is this sad elephant in the room that
Yes.
that we need to talk about, and I guess I leave the floor to you, Hikaru.
All right. So, as many of you have probably heard, recently it was announced that Kentaro Miura has passed away. He is no longer with us. Author of Berserk, among a few other projects, but Berserk is by far his most influential project, and that personally hit me really hard. But I think the important thing to remember is that his creators like Miura, they never truly die, as their legacy lives on through the things that they created, and I hope that Mr. Miura knew that his work touched probably millions of people around the world, and we should all remember. I'm having gone through a fair bit of tough times myself over the last year. I want to just dig something up really quick, as a reminder. And I'll just quote it directly. I hope that we take to heart the message Miura tried to share, and that the world is often unfair and cruel. It will traumatize you at best and leave you maimed at worst. Nothing will make it just like it was before you got hurt. Sure, being angry at shit can be a great motivator, but it only gets you so far. All you can do is keep moving forward, scars and all. Work to be the best version of yourself and try to live a good life, and look after the people you have, even though you will lose some along the way. You can always make new connections if you're willing to let people in. Rest in peace, Miura. Your struggle has come to an end. Everyone else who made it this far, I hope you take care of yourselves.
Quoting another series, so say we all.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually it's a fucking 4chan post, but it was just worded really well.
Yeah, it is. It simply is.
Sometimes you end up finding those things in the most obscure,
in the most strange places,
unexpected places.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like this is the thing. Like, for example, I've seen many people talking about these kind of things which they reconnect with their childhood or the toughest time in life before they actually overcome their biggest challenges and so on. And of course, I'd say it hasn't always been just beautiful and great times with Touhou. There have been a few more difficult times
certainly
with it. But all in all, I can say that I had a great time with it, and this is the reason why I always come back to it, isn't it? Like listening to music of it, arranges, circles that I love, and here we are, I guess. It reconnects just everything. It's just crazy, but yeah.
It's never always just sunshine and rainbows, but when you find something that you enjoy, and it's something that you truly enjoy, you can always find a way to find your way back to it.
Indeed. Though I'm recently getting more and more confused with all the new characters that we get in this franchise. I mean, like apparently now we've got a freaking whale. So I don't
just
know
in time for that gacha game.
Yeah.
Just in time.
I mean, like we've got whales and so on. If he's going for the whole route with Pokemon or something like that, we're gonna get a few more mystical creatures in between that are completely...
They already beat him to it with Touhou, so...
Yeah, I guess
yeah,
so.
True. Man, I'm like 3.5 games behind bare minimum, and I'm like not looking forward to potentially attempting to look back into all this. Because I will. This is something that's going to end up happening. I'm just not looking forward to it.
As always. We all, I guess. But yeah, there's like there are a few songs that have been with us all the time. I mean, like thinking about it, there have been literally character songs for the one or the other one here in our stream. I mean, like for example, Paru Paru always went for his beloved Tamon-san, or other people's goings for Get in the Ring. If I don't hear a Get in the Ring song, the stream is shit or something like that. So I got some blackmailing over the years, more or less.
Yeah, I feel like I might have done that once or twice with various circles, just because, well, sometimes you just kind of feel it.
I mean, like,
This is me. I can't help but poke fun at my favorite radio host.
yeah, definitely. Is it so, huh?
It is so.
Yeah, そうなのか. But yeah, this is also something like everybody, for example, if they hear me talking about Touhou, it's always been Rain Dance from Travis Stebbins. It's been for other people, like for example, for Yuka, it's been Sound of Carnation, for example, or actual regular just Yuka arranges. And so we had a few different genres that I got to experience and to learn about the circles. And there are a few songs that I've got a feeling like these are the songs that we definitely got to play. But I also like to ask my guests what kind of songs they want to listen to. And of course, I got a few nice answers to it for this stream. For example, from Hikaru. And actually, Don, you didn't tell me one of your songs that you want to have, but I just picked one out that I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy.
It's just how I am, you know. So we know each other decently enough to where I can say, you could pick a number of songs and say, yeah, I was thinking about you, and I basically kind of go, yeah, that sounds about right.
Kinda, yeah. But yeah, so, actually, I'm thinking about playing those two songs next to each other. So I want Hikaru to first of all announce his song, and later I'll just play the song that I picked for you, Don, just afterwards, and just announce the title of the song after it's played. But so Hikaru, go ahead with your.
This is actually kind of embarrassing. I forget what song I picked.
Actually, it was a Momiji theme.
Well, yeah, no, I figured that much.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It was Shinran Bansho. That now I remember. Yes. Very professional. We know we've been doing this for how long?
I don't know.
It's been so long though. So sometimes
Shinran Bansho. Hakuro wa Nanji. Fuck. Shit. My Japanese has slipped too. Hakuro wa Nanji. I don't know if there's a wa in there. And I'm not.
Yeah.
There is. Okay, Hakuro wa Nanji wa. Translating to in English, art thou a white wolf?
Yeah.
An old classic favorite of mine.
And this will be the first song that you're gonna hear, and afterwards you're gonna hear a song that is actually, come to think about it, a perfect match for it, because it is the great contrast that you need. I'm not gonna tell you more about it, because now you're gonna listen to it. So we've got a range of Momiji's theme here, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. So here is the first request from Hikaru, and afterwards you're gonna hear what I picked for Dawn. Enjoy the songs.
だからこそいつかの夏は白露なりや狭い道も手をつなげば渡れる二人の心音すら聞こえる距離感じてあなたにも私にもずっと見えてる世界の全てどこまでも青く澄んでやり直しましょう
Stalk the Night. Yeah. A song that I actually love a lot, and yeah, it is a great song, and I hope, Don, I actually hit it straight and good.
You can't just be taking me back 10 years like that, so
Hmm.
you can't be doing this to me. I can't be having nostalgia like this. But absolutely, that is still to this day one of my favorite songs.
Welcome back.
Partially because of the nostalgia, because of the fact that it was one of the first songs that I really resonated with, and partially because, well, okay, maybe I'm just a sucker for Touhou 6.
I guess. I mean, like, it's same here.
That was a different time for everything.
Certainly. No freaking doubt about it. In the meantime, also, a few more people are coming in. Felicity96. Thanks for your appreciation of my ASMRs. Hope you like him. If you want to hear more of them, there is a link in my YouTube channel for my SoundCloud, I guess, or at least for the Facebook channel of me for the SoundCloud, and over that you can get to a bit more of my projects. That aside, also hi there, Lua K, and also Christy Rosa Wood. I got the feeling Chrissy is the person that you were talking about, Don, the other day.
Wait, what was it talking about the other day?
You told me about a person that actually was.
Oh, right. Somebody who actually. This was not necessarily the person that I was inferring about, but it was actually the person that informed me of somebody else. Chrissy's actually a Chrissy's a long-standing friend of mine who I actually am going to be seeing later today because we still do D&D and whatnot together, and as a direct result, we have stayed in contact over the course of the pandemic. So, real good friend of mine. I've known them for almost as long as I've known Touhou, so.
Wow.
Actually, I've known them a little bit longer. I want to say I got in Touhou around 2012, 2013. I knew them back in about 2010, 2011. So yeah, it's been close to a decade.
Wow.
I miss playing D&D. Maybe I just need to try dungeon mastering for once at the shop. That'd be fun.
Well, give it a
It'd be an
shot.
interesting experience. Trust me, my group's trying to be they've been trying to get me to slowly nudge me into being a dungeon master myself. And to say that I'm a little apprehensive on the matter is
understandably so.
I know my group, and I know how crazy some of them
shenanigans.
Get, so who knows how that's going to turn out? But
I have heard a few anecdotes of your D&D escapades. That would be very interesting.
Just who knows when it'll happen? It's going to happen at some point, though. It'll happen eventually, and somebody's going to hear about it.
You know the classic saying of you can't evade it and it will just happen. It's just a question of when, not a question of if.
Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
I can see that Christy is very interested and keen to find out what kind of stories you've told Hikaru or...
Oh my lord. Yeah, no,
There's a lot of explaining to do.
So, because I'm basically being put on the spot today,
as always,
one story that I absolutely remember being told was a campaign that happened. It ended during the lockdown, if you will. It was something that had actually it's still relatively recent, but basically, what ended up happening was the entirety of the party consisted of various lycanthropes. And for those who don't know, just a brief thing: think werewolves and the like.
And such.
Basically, everybody is a were creature, and the entire party's entire thing was attempting to hunt down other were creatures and solve other were problems for the sake of the few pure humans that remained. And my own character had been around with this guild of were slayers, if you will, for more or less its entire inception because, funnily enough, my character just so happened to be not necessarily a werewolf, but a were-phoenix. And with that came a case of having a bit of pseudo-immortality. To cut the story short, and I can always get into it at a later point in time, the entire party proceeded to drive this character up a wall several times over, including Christy, who was still sitting in the chat, who was absolutely playing a changeling at the time. And let's just say, though we did complete the effective main objective of stopping a cult that was aiming to kill off all were creatures, my character may or may not have, and this is the morally gray area of the story, owned a sizable portion of the party.
Okay.
Was a wild ride, to say the least.
Yeah, I kind of see what this is going. Oh my dear. But yeah, I mean, like, these kind of shenanigans happen. But I just thought, like, a were-phoenix, this must be very uncomfortable when you forget it is full moon and you're sleeping in your bed with or in
feathers everywhere. And then everybody picks up all of everybody just gathers an armful of phoenix feathers because what else are you going to do?
Luckily, my character didn't have to worry about that because we were doing this in Pathfinder. Pathfinder actually has interesting rules for were creatures as a whole, as well as the capacity to make your own were creatures. So the whole full moon bit and causing somebody to turn is being known as being an afflicted lycanthrope, meaning that usually you'll have a save, if you will, and if you fail to save, you can't control your own form. You're going to go bestial.
I can't control the beast inside.
Thank the heavens, I never had to worry about that. But because I was a naturally born lycanthrope, if you will, because of the sheer circumstances of what happened, I actually had full control of my form, so I could effectively come and go as I pleased.
Which is very comfortable, especially when you're on a journey, and then it's like, yeah, tonight we need to sleep in a barn full of hay, and then in the midnight you somehow, like, it's full moon, you forget about it, and the next day nothing was left other than chokehold of your friends. Yeah.
Granted, there was a moment where my character temporarily had a massive increase in her size, and in order to combat had been staying in hybrid form the entire time.
Oh, bother.
Because if you can't necessarily have things that grow with you, well, you're gonna need a new wardrobe.
Yeah, certainly. That's something that you need to keep in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember, these kind of things are not like in the anime, where your clothes suddenly just come out of thin air.
Yep. Nope. If I was running a game like that, I'm like, no, you don't get your clothes back automatically. You have to figure this out.
That was oh, shit, I'm going to have to worry about this, aren't I?
Yes.
Thankfully, character found a way to shrink back down, because it was a case of, it's not the natural kind of growing, it was I was forced to become this size, and as a direct result, I need to find a way back.
Ouch. Oh, damn. But actually, talking about phoenixes and so on, I mean, like, one of my favorite characters has always been Moko, you know that, and there is this one song that I was sure that I wanted to play, but right now I'm starting to doubt my choice, because I was thinking either Sound of Carnation or actually Phoenix. I don't know which one of these two I should pick. So I leave it now to our listeners to pick which one I should go with. What sounds better, Sound of Carnation or Phoenix? Actually, you guys, what you pick?
You know,
what is this for again?
He's not necessarily certain what song he wants to pick up in regards to Moko. And, before I even say my choice, I actually want to make something relatively interesting much akin to you, my favorite character in the entire series has had a very profound effect on me, and it made me realize that like I didn't pick a song for myself, and the
Yeah.
song you picked was of a character in embodiment of Scarlet Devil. My brain had
One might
linear
say the
hey,
character.
one could say that my brain immediately defaulted to The Dark Ruler by 2D Sound,
Okay.
purely off of the fact that that seemingly is just it's like the one song that I'm like, if this is a song that I need to listen to at any given point in time, it's definitely this one. However, yes, I'm actually kind of with everybody in the chat right now. I was actually thinking Phoenix.
So you were thinking about Phoenix. Everybody's going Phoenix. Oh dear. All right. Then we're gonna go with Phoenix. It is the more emotional one for sure. I actually love this song so much, so I don't mind to choose this one. Shibayan Records. I mean, like, I give you a little bit of a image, okay, guys? Like, imagine the following. This happened to me when I was in Tokyo about 3 years ago. It was in summer, and I was there alone. It was a very hot night. We had about 26 degrees still around 10 p.m. And I had nothing to do. The next day I was at work, but I couldn't sleep. So I went out there, started to walk those streets. Still a lot of lights, a lot of shops open. But in this whole city, just being, even though it was completely still buzzing and alive, and people were walking around, there was this kind of loneliness to it. And in this moment, I heard this song. Now, please try to imagine this scenario and try to get a little feeling into it. Not to feel depressed, but to have a little bit of a trip outside of the place where we are. Have a little bit of a vacation with me. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here's Shibayan Records with Phoenix. That's Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful song. I really, really love this song. It is a beauty of a melancholic song. Like it kind of just, yeah. It's like you enjoy it at the same time. You feel how it starts to slowly get a grip on your heart and slowly rips out a little piece, bit by bit. It's just, damn. Oh, I'm getting melancholic.
I'd feel that.
And it is always like that when I'm in these big cities at night. And I love to have a little stroll at these times because it's kind of maybe it's a bit of a narcissistic trip or something like that. But you're just in this whole world of melancholy and just in your own little bubble. And you see people all around you and you still feel like somehow it feels like there is a little spotlight on me emotion wise, and maybe out there's another spotlight. I just need to look more closer for it. I don't know. Times that I've been in Japan, man, need to get back there. Need to do a little trip there as soon as I can.
Once the pandemic's over, I have a few places I want to go and people I want to see for sure.
Certainly.
Yeah, I blame anybody there.
Let's talk about a topic that is actually has been brewing or has been teased on before, but let's finally talk about Odyssey Eurobeat and about the thing that just completely took the Eurobeat scene by storm in the last 4 days.
It's only been a few days.
Yeah.
It has only been a few days.
So it was more or less a big surprise to many of us, but apparently there was a live stream and Odyssey announced that he officially identifies themselves as a girl. If I remember correctly, her name is Jessa.
I believe that is correct, yes.
And she will be the new face of this whole stream thing, or rather, her Eurobeat projects. The thing is, there ain't a lot that she's going to change about it. The voice won't change, but she will add in now and then a bit more of her female voices, and this is going to be interesting.
It is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, no,
I really want to hear your opinion on that, guys.
I'm happy for her. If I'm perfectly honest, I know some folks who had heard brief mentions of her questioning her identity a little bit. I hadn't heard any of it, so when you mentioned it to me, I was completely blindsided. But based on what little I've heard about the whole thing, it sounds like this has been coming for a while, and I only wish her the best, and I can't wait to see what comes next from this project. As Odyssey has been a big part of my involvement, or a big part of my interest in the Touhou scene, going back for literal years now. So I think this is a fresh new chapter, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Honestly, I couldn't necessarily say it better myself. When I first heard of it, that was one of these.
Oh, you flatter me, Don.
This is a case of. It's a surprise, but a pleasant one nonetheless, because it's one of those things of when you notice that a legend that you happen to have been following for years does something like this, and even if it takes you by surprise, you can't help but want to be happy for them. And this is one of those things that it's not like I'm going to be following it any less closely than I had already been, which is to say that I haven't really been following it at all, but I'm still going to be listening to the music because it's almost as if to say that Odyssey in the various forms has been around with me longer than I have been a part of the whole Touhou thing. And having been through multiple fandoms with this artist kind of rolling around, I'm going to keep consuming, I'm going to keep loving the music that's put out, and
absolutely.
I honestly just hope the best for them. I hope the best for everything.
Yeah. The funny thing is, in the recent times, her new releases were a little bit of a hint, I guess, because I was listening to the style and I felt like in her original songs, the tone changed a little bit. A little bit
I would agree with that. Yeah.
further away from
Now
the
that you mention it,
classic,
yeah.
very aggressive poppy songs, the classical driving Eurobeat
Yup.
punchers, and more to something emotional, a little bit more down on the ground, a bit more like, how can I say, when you would say a classical Eurobeat song,
Very much, yeah.
would be
Because
like, yeah,
a lot of Odyssey's music, for a little while there, was actually starting to border on like Euro dance. It wasn't quite pure Eurobeat anymore, not in a bad way, but it was just different. Lately, some of their more recent releases have kind of been a little bit of a return to form. I think in a way they've been a little bit closer. But of course, they're just going to take it wherever they want to go, and they've got a unique sound regardless. And I think I think it's great.
It's very recognizable, and it's one of those things that, like, regardless of what happens, you know that you're going to be in for a very quality listening experience.
Yes.
I mean, like, as she always explained her style as the stabbins that she is needing in her songs, it was something of a special kind of mixture. It was, of course, the brass, but also the character in which she arranged them. So it was an interesting thing to see how this was quite unique to her. And this is something that I was really surprised to hear in another song a while later. Let's talk a little bit about Eurobeat. I mean, like, recently there has been a bit of a renaissance from Dave Rogers. Like, he literally re-released so many songs, rearranged them, and so on. I mean, like Deja Vu, just about a year or two ago, this rearranged, or El Dorado, which I really dig it.
I haven't heard El Dorado in forever.
Or what was it? Make Up Your Mind, and so on. He just literally made a lot of rearranges, and they were really great. And he was up for a few new songs as well. I mean, like, also some remakes like Milan Milan, which was amazing. Really digged it, even though that I'm not really a Milan football fan, but who cares? It was just great stuff, and I was like, awesome. And there's one more Eurobeat arranger that recently got to a lot of fame, which is Turbo. Turbo came out of, I would say, I think it's fair to say, out of nowhere. And right now, he is getting into this Eurobeat business quite well. He started with only a few arranges that he made, and then just about a year ago, he had his very first Touhou original arrange. And guess it was with whom he did it, because it was a co-op.
I wonder who you could possibly be talking about now.
Yeah, I mean, like if it isn't obvious, right? Like, I was so bamboozled when I heard it the first time, but it was awesome because it was a character we have never had a, in my opinion, awesome Eurobeat version of. And actually, it is a person from the Makai, so it is someone Don should know quite well.
Oh.
It is. Before you think it is Shinky, no, it isn't. But
it's not shaking. You would have said it already.
it is another lady of the Makai. Let's say she has green hair and a very pointy hat.
It's not fucking Mima, you piece of shit neckbeard! It's not fucking.
I love that game. It's absolutely Mima.
I've got the feeling
but
that
like,
we really need to play it. Like, just
oh
go.
man, absolutely. But like, oh boy,
this co-op
you got
literally
Mima arranged.
Yeah, I mean, like, this co-op literally set the tone for a completely new world around Turbo as well as Odyssey. Because, first of all, Odyssey did a few co-ops here and there, but it was the very first time that I heard that he was actually doing a co-op with a person who is literally just clawing up the steps on the YouTube side, and
Coming
is
down from the bottom and into the top, as you might say.
well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah.
Something like that, exactly. And the song itself, you will hear it in a second, but I mean, I dig it. I instantly downloaded it, and it was like, at that night I was like, Mom, I'm out. I just take our car because another side note is because now with a Mazda 3 that we've got, I know it isn't a proper sports car. Who cares? 180 brake horsepower, bitches. This thing is a lot of fun when you can just floor it on the German Autobahn. So I did, listening to this song. And I think we'll just give it a listen, and I would like to have your feedback afterwards, guys. Alright then. So without further ado, this is Turbo featuring here it is still Travis Stebbins, so we just call it Odyssey Eurobeat. The song is called Reprisal. Enjoy the song, and I would like to know your opinion on it later in the chat.
Under the moonlit sky, watching the stars align. The final prize, can I survive until I find my time to shine? Can I regain what I once have lost? Out of time, what is the cost? What can I do? Where is the truth? This is my break to take it all. I can replay my forgotten promises until my mind cannot take it all. Why did you have to abandon me? Right on the moment I found the way to victory. Whoa, breaking out, I'm breaking out. I'm ready for the final bout. Breaking out, I'm breaking through the sky. Blazing out, I'm blazing out. I'm waiting for the final bout. Blazing out, I'm blazing through the sky. Alone in a stormy night, not a soul standing by my side. I'm washed away from all the pain that befell me yesterday. I won't forget what I've been through. Now I know the honest truth. It's crystal clear, the end is near. What can I say? I'll be okay. I can replay my forgotten promises until my mind cannot take it all. Why did you have to abandon me? Right on the moment I found the way to victory. Whoa, breaking out, I'm breaking out. I'm ready for the final bout. Breaking out, I'm breaking through the sky. Blazing out, I'm blazing out. I'm waiting for the final bout. Blazing out, I'm blazing through the sky.
Boom! Well, that was Turbo with Odyssey Eurobeat. What an amazing range. Yeah. Guys, your opinions.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was not prepared for this. I actually wasn't prepared for this.
I have. How recent was this?
About a year.
Where the hell have I
Alright,
been?
It's like, alright, I've been living under a rock apparently. I
Apparently
need to know
so.
about this.
I'm gonna go listen to that after this stream is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highly recommend to check him out. So it is so a
Who was this a
name-
collab with?
Turbo.
Turbo.
It is a YouTuber called Turbo. He's making a lot of arranges of other songs like for example, what was it? September and so on. So he had a few different songs like Sekiarvan Polka. He also and they also arranged to Eurobeat.
That
Fucking second,
jumble-
Hold on.
that jumble of syllables of a song that I can't even attempt.
Yeah, like these kind of
Sekiarven Polka. That's
Yeah.
the only part I can get.
that one. He
Yeah.
like this guy or that person. They are amazing. Just check him out. I'm like, if you want to hear
like,
some.
if this is who I'm thinking it is, and I'm like double checking everything, I'm gonna like flip every form of shit. It's like I've known of this individual, but I was not prepared.
I don't know how you got to know them, but they pretty much just put it a few levels up in the last few months, and they've got amazing stuff that I really enjoy, and I'm looking forward to whatever they're planning for the next song. But also for many anime fans and game freaks, this is your Eurobeat arranges that you want to listen to. I mean, like, I think he recently had also Live and Learn from Sonic the Hedgehog arranged.
Yup, I am looking at this
I-
page. I am looking at him right now, and oh lord, how did I not know about this? I have known I have known his arranges. I did not know that song though. How did this fly under the radar?
That was amazing. I've got no words for it.
So you better check him out then. So
I will.
I mean, like, this is the thing about Eurobeat, right, guys? Like, you can make Eurobeat arranges of mostly every song. The issue is to make good ones, and I gotta say,
That's the hard part.
yeah, Turbo just manages it spot on, character-wise and so on as well. I mean, like, he also had the opening or Butterfly from Digimon, the very first opening and so on.
Ah.
Like, damn. Look who's here! It's Blank Asagiri. Hey, nice to see you here. It's been a while. So people are slowly coming in here, man. But yeah, it's amazing.
I'm actually really impressed that we've had this much retention.
I mean, like, I think like I owe at least 90% of this retention to you guys. I mean, like, the people are here for you.
I don't know. Well, how many? Oh, let me go look right now. How much engagement do I have on that post? On that, when I shared your post there, I've got 102. 102 people reached. One like from our old Nagai and Min Tom. But I don't know. I have no idea how accurate those numbers are or what they really mean. So
I mean, like, the reach for my post without being shared is around 3 for the last one that I did. Like, this is the strange part. Like, I've got currently I'm sitting here because I was standing here with 500 new likes on the server on my Facebook account, and I've got a reach of maximum 18 to 20, and I really don't know why people are still coming in. It's just strange.
I don't understand.
It is weird.
Algorithms and the like work in mysterious ways.
But this is yeah, exactly life and its mysterious ways. But let's keep on going then. Yeah, but I mean, like there are more like classics that many people would expect me now to play. For example, Chirino's Perfect Math Class. Though I
Oh God.
actually thinking about it, I only played the punked version of it, the rock version. But I'm personally holding back on the IOS's part due to a lot of copyright issues, because
I can imagine.
they are literally the Russian roulette of copyrights. Sometimes you get through without any issues, and sometimes they just slander it. They slash it out, like literally.
And it cannot have, over the last couple of years, it cannot have gotten any better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like with A1 and so on, they're usually very cool with it, and they just put in their commercials in front of my videos, which I don't.
They're cool with it until they're not.
Yeah, most of the time they're cool, but the thing with iOS is they literally just take down whatever they can find. Almost. The other ones that would become into mind would be, of course, Tamaonsen, which we're gonna actually play in a few minutes. And this is actually for Aki, because they actually ask for a song with either Mistia or Tei as a theme. And so there was one song of Tama Onsen that I played very early on in the beginning of my stream or stream career, if you like to call it like this. I would rather call it like a phase. Nah, but you know what I mean.
It's not a phase, Mom!
A few years later, it was a phase, but still. Nah, but
It's a phase, but we keep coming back to it because, quite frankly, we just love it.
yeah, seems like we can't get out of it, huh? It was like, what was it? I swear this got to be the 50th in a row, but somehow it always surprises.
Yep.
Ah,
I can never catch a break.
Yeah, I put one down and one more rises.
That's how it feels. That's a mood right there,
Yeah,
as the kids say.
this is exactly like, like this is what you feel like with.
You're not that old. Hold up.
Exactly.
Hold up.
Please do not make me think about just how old I am.
I think we all.
I'm turning a quarter century old this year.
Bro, you're only turning 25. Shut up.
Apparently, Aki is at least young enough to still have a slight idea of what song I'm gonna play. Quote, jackpot, Tamaonsen and Tei. I 100% know it, but I can't
No, I
remember
can't
the name.
remember the name.
What does it remind me of, or who does it remind me of? Hikaru, do you know who he could he mean?
I like Tama Onsen, but I don't know their discography that well. Actually, I've only heard probably a handful of their songs.
This song is actually very funny. As I said, like this was the very first song request I got on my very first stream. In when I started this whole stream thing, many years ago, 4 years ago, I think. And this song is actually yeah
25 isn't old. I beg to differ.
The group of old geezers say, back in my time. Or quote, excuse me, princess.
Oh my god. And just like that,
Great! I'll go get my stuff!
But yeah,
just like that, I feel
like it literally these songs were like This song was the very first that I made when I was making now when I did these request things, and it was this one night in Japan that I just spontaneously did a radio stream, and now 4 years later I'm gonna play this song again, and now it has got a bit more of an insider meaning to it. It is crazy. So without
See, Blanca Sagiri knows what I'm talking about.
23 would feel like 50.
I'm already making sounds like my dad when I stand up. I thought I had it till at least 30 before that happened.
quote last time we talked, huh?
Yeah.
But alright, guys, so we're gonna continue with the next song, which is Damonsen with the song Rabbit.
箱入り娘はガママと正代がショー貴重体またたくま大なりでねまねどうでもいい大あり先に期待ありいつも通り退屈も通りごきょみほいことの始まりはバイキンダルの扉開けたパンドラの箱気がつけば暗がりの中閉じ込めたのは竹筒のカゴ落とされた生まれ変わりなってか覚えてないことばかりなくした記憶はすでに死んでいた汚き地上後ろシンデレラ癒しきった身に体重美しきなんだい態度と月の姫汚き落としちゃったんされた美しきより元月のた道障害の暮らし年月も立てばのらりくらりずっと人々のさばり気配り日暮らしなく季節に気がかり温度情などホットコーなどと住めば都か汚きところ少ない体感時間の償いから再会裏切り凶暴不安な昔を忘れ人だと離れ暮らした幸せまずさ聞いたウサギ書き込み半死だし半死半期たっとる道筋振り返り過去の記憶全て蘇りまたも口ずさむ罪と罰が打ち砕くは陰る月の明日密室を作り出して壊す一つの鍵道に垣根た魔の客5つの難題をたった夢映す模範解答苦しい光の雨あられ真偽にかけ浴びた月の毒形飛び交う美しき玉の中で見つめる後ろの正面は誰
So with that, we also got our Tamonsen song now on our checklist. So we are ticking our typical meme songs out. And also,
You know, it's funny.
Hmm?
I had forgotten that was a Tom Olensen song because I remembered the chorus and I remembered the rest of it as separately. And then hearing it again, I realized they were the same song.
This song is just amazing. I love it. I mean, like it is. It really grew on me over the time, as well as some other songs that I got to know from this group. But yeah, I mean, like so many different songs that I still love to listen to. I mean, like
I was just gonna say, I gotta say, it's I really do feel like in a lot of ways Toho helped broaden my musical taste because I was exposed to so many different genres through it. I mean, shit, I was not expecting to find Toho hip hop. I wasn't, but I did. There is at least one Toho like spaghetti western song out there that I posted years and years back. And it's crazy. It's amazing how much talent there is and still is. Oh hey Alice.
yeah, hey Alice. I was just like there she is.
Yep. Yeah, about how many different genres can Toho music can be translated to. It still blows my mind even now.
I mean, like we've got
People get
even
real
Irish
creative.
folk. So
Yeah. Yes, Irish folk. I love Irish folk, and sure enough,
you even get that, huh?
yeah.
I mean, like
Boundless creativity from a game that literally is nothing more than a absolute bullet hell.
I think the magic is because all the songs are in this low bits area, so it doesn't have this clear and definitive style to it. You know, because most of it is just synthesizer-wise characteristics, so
That definitely helps for sure.
it opens up.
You can definitely hear the influences,
Yeah.
but it's not tied down to just one genre.
I mean, like as we said, we had folk, we had these, we had that. I mean, like there are even songs that are made more in this traditional style and so on. But what I also thought, like recently, is a interesting thing is there are certain songs that are getting so famous that they literally become, yeah, something of a running gag meme or something like this. Or on the other hand, a long time evergreen. Nearly everybody knows it, but doesn't know the title or where it comes from. Like Bad Apple, it's a typical thing, right? Like this was the very first song that really was a breakthrough for the Toho arranged French community to become like staple.
What it is, yeah.
Yeah, for many years, especially with that amazing music video. Not gonna lie, that music video is fantastic. And then the most recent one that got this kind of fame was actually Tiny Little Tam.
Yep.
Especially with all that weird assumptions that it has with that Omae wa mou shinderu meme.
Omae wa mou shindeiru.
Yeah, and then suddenly you hear that in the background. I was like, why? But apparently it happens.
Oh, yeah, that's just a SoundCloud kid that made it onto Spotify and just whatever. I'm not talking about it anymore.
I mean, like another one that is also like this would be, of course, as a meme that is Chirino's Perfect Math Class. At least in the Japanese area, it was a long running gag. So
yes, it was. Oh God, there are a few edits of that song that still stick in my mind.
I mean,
I can still kind of hear it. That's like that shows just how profound it was and how much I almost care to forget it, but I never truly do.
the thing is, for example, on the other hand, you've got songs in the Toho franchise which are so famous, especially in a level that many people would assume like these are too famous to actually be rearranged or something like that, but they still do. One of those examples would have been Scream Out. Like Scream Out was getting rearranged over and over and over again, and there was actually like an event where they actually made a few more arrangements of it. And like there were jazz versions and a bit more disco funk and so on. It was interesting where this whole thing could go. And yeah, like the thing about, for example, with Bad Apple is everyone knows Bad Apple, and some, at least let's say 10% of them can actually say it is from Touhou. But if you ask them, yeah, which stage is it, which character, most of them can't actually say it's inside it because they don't know.
Oh god, that reminds me of an old Kingdom Hearts meme.
Really?
Oh god, I didn't grow up with Kingdom Hearts, but I was exposed to this through a friend. It's just an old video where it's just like Fujoshi fan fiction, and then the guy's just like, okay, but what's your favorite level? Lol, I've never played it.
Exactly. What was the insider? Easy mode.
Easy mode, huh?
Only kids
That's
play on easy mode.
Only kids play on easy mode.
But
Oh,
ladies
God.
and gentlemen, don't worry. If you play it,
Still never completed the Touhou game. Fuck.
I mean, like, let's be honest. Even though they say easy mode is for children, it certainly is hard.
Keep in mind,
enough.
these are Japanese children, so they are inherently better than you.
Easy modes for children and lunatics for drunkards. So you find your niche, you stick with it.
Somewhere in between. Well, how was it? Somewhere in the middle of a merry melody. Damn, Phantom Fantasy was also a great song from Travis.
Was very good.
From Jesse.
Seriously, so many good songs.
I mean, like, I've got the feeling like at some point I really need to do this kind of just all about Odyssey and just play all kind of Odyssey songs. That one would be a stream for another time because there's going to be.
Oh god, Kiba, I forgot about that. I forgot that happened.
Again. Why did you bring this back up?
Oh god.
Remembering Initial G, or what's the issue?
No. What
No.
Aki said. What Aki said in the chat. That was oh god, why'd you bring this back up? No, I absolutely loved the Initial G series that we had.
Yes,
Like,
I always
fantastic.
like by like the last third, I'm always like, why the fuck are we doing this? But I'm just so burnt out at that point because it's so high energy for such a long period of time. Because we got minimal talking, it's all Eurobeat for like 6 hours, and we're just like, God. By the end, I'm like, kill me. But no, it's fun.
Judge in it, huh?
Oh god, yeah, I was like, I'm fried by the end of that because I have to actually think.
It is an endurance test, but an endurance test that I had come to really love.
The funny
Yes.
thing is, I can bet that at least 5 of the people right now in the chat can remember the time we did a 6-hour stream. They can remember at least one Initial G that they actually participated in. This is crazy, huh? Like, how long this whole thing has been now. Like, guys, if you have been at the 6-hour special or at one of the Initial Gs, just put your hands up or give me a smiley or whatever. I just want to know how many of you actually remember. Do you remember?
In September.
There we've got at
I
least
mean,
one.
I can't. I don't have enough. I don't have enough hands to put up because I've technically been for them all.
Like, yeah. I mean, like you've been, you two have been through all of them, right? Like,
Yeah, no,
Initial
I've been-
G.
I
Like, I
think
was a
so.
part
I
of-
think I have. Yeah, I think I have been through every
I'm
initial
gonna say
G.
we were a part of every initial G. Both of us
I
were part of
think
the
we-
6 hour goal.
I think we were.
And also, you two have been in every also in the 6-hour special. That I can remember quite well.
Like, I think I still have the running joke of being the part of being a part of every special that's happened on this channel, if you will.
Actually,
on
we
this
actually had
level
even
of
a birthday party here for you, right?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, the Dom birthday party stream. That also was a thing.
Yes.
Damn. We really need to work on some kind of this kind of best of. I need to think about a best of the best quotes or something like that.
We could do, yeah, because like all the streams are archived, aren't they?
They are archived.
They are still up, they are still up on the channel.
The majority of
It
them
would take
are...
a lot of work, but if we could do a supercut,
Oh, damn.
Oh my lord!
if we could do a supercut of all the best moments, that would be amazing. But at the same time, I would understand how much work that would be to go back and watch all of them.
It is
Every
literally
single-
at least, I think, 1 week worth of material to scan through.
more or less.
So
Yeah,
So
at
there's always
least
some-
it would be at least that much.
I don't
But,
want to
like,
sit there at some point and starting to scream, I hate my voice, I hate my voice, I hate my voice.
That's my
Shit, it would,
fault.
it would have to be one of us. We'd have to give you timestamps or something. Oh, it's been so long. There's probably so much stuff I've forgotten about.
Seriously,
Because I know that
I'm
we've been
gonna-
laughing our asses off before, and I don't remember. I can't pick one out of my head. I don't remember. So
like,
it's in there.
so long.
At some point we're gonna do also our best of Awus.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, of course, absolutely.
In the background we're gonna put Kirby's Gourmet Run. Like this typical one with that that is also the song of this meme of that annoying trumpet boy. Like da 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 da
Yeah,
da.
just me in the middle, covering my ears. Ah!
Ooh, ooh, ow, ow, ow. Ooh, 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 ow, ooh, ooh. Yeah, we need the Awu cut.
You cut.
We need the Awu cut.
Or we're
Oh,
gonna put
God.
it on that Awu song. This Awu 5, 6, 7, or 9. It could
That's
also
such a
be
good song too.
Yeah. FYI, Alice, if anyone in the in the chat actually knows Trackmania, I'm using this song as a bit of a time marker for how long did I need to play a certain course or a certain track that somebody made. Yamaka, I'm looking at you, you fucking devil. Like, this woman is crazy. Like, she plays Trackmania and then she creates one of the at least one of the most annoying kinds of tracks where you like being forced to do ridiculous stunts and so on. Like at the beginning she did tracks that were at least 5 minutes or something like that, and you were like, are you fucking kidding me, woman? No, no, no. And in the background you hear the ba 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 ba.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, you're one of those people. Yeah, we're gonna get along real well.
And yeah, after about 40 minutes of this song, you start to go like la 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 bong la 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 bong, and your head meets the table more and more and more often, and you start to feel like completely
The way that you describe certain things, your head meets the table.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
Yes.
it's like, hello there. I mean, like, you start to think like, make it stop, but you're still playing it, and you're like smiling at the same time. You're crying your eyes out. You're like, finish it. And then at some point she has again another trap, and you can't find the goal or something like that, and you're like, where the fuck is the last checkpoint? Just to figure it out, it is behind you at the start, and you haven't seen it, and you go insane.
Oh my god. Yeah, yep, we are going to get along just fine. You're one of those type of people that like ends up building a bunch of misdirection at times. Yep, me and you are going to have a good time together.
Aki, shut the fuck up, Aki. You have no idea. You don't fucking know. And Yamaka, stop laughing. You utter piece of shit. I curse you.
That's going in the supercut
Oh.
if it ever happens.
Certainly. I mean,
yeah.
the funny thing is, I
Those
absolutely
people
need
we do
to.
this.
I mean, like, if I gonna upload this stream, I need to later on also change that whole thing. Like, it needs to be 18 plus and so on, because otherwise, YouTube is coming for me. Yeah, it's coming for me.
Oh Jesus! This whole thing with I did invite someone to this stream, but they are not gonna give YouTube their fucking ID in order to watch this stream, and because they're out. Unfortunately, they are out of Europe, and so that sucks, and it discourages me from actually creating content, if I'm perfectly honest, because I've got some ideas for the future for what I want to do, and that just kind of kills my interest a little bit. Because it's like if you're gonna have to censor yourself or constantly bend over backwards not to just get completely fucked, it's like, what is the point? But
Boy.
People, you really love to make fun of me. I know that, but seriously, you have no idea. If you really want
What other
to
review?
feel this kind of suffering, like, if you really want it, then just give me a text on my Facebook page for Touhou Radio, and I'll send you one of her tracks, just to make you understand how painful
make you
it is.
understand. You did this to me.
Yeah. For the record, it was your fault. God damn it.
Lauren so and suffering in the midst of his radio. A more iconic duo.
Touhou Suffering. The next genre.
Touhou suffering
Actually-
next.
Actually,
That should actually be one of
RNG,
the cards.
Touhou Raging.
So
not-
suffering. Let's see. Technically speaking, that is absolutely that would be a really interesting cut. Finding all the times somebody's he reached in the movie
So loses his mind for 5 minutes.
mostly because we have been poking at him.
I mean, okay,
Well, this
Alice
is
got a point there, but
Oh, at its core is a game about suffering.
Suffering. Again,
Yes.
easy modes for kids, lunatics for drunkards.
we all know the suffering.
Not
and
suitable for anyone.
pain. There was actually an idea, and this is something of a little bit of a secret project, but if you guys manage to this channel to grow to 1,000 subscribers, and no, I don't want any fortune trolls or any bots here, but honest 1,000, then I'm gonna try to play one of those Touhou stages in lunatic mode while singing the theme in the background.
Oh God. Oh, I feel that.
But I'm very
Okay.
sure that I will
Already.
never reach those 1,000. It hasn't happened in the last 5 years. It won't happen ever. It won't ever happen. I'm sure. To losing my first continue on my best run of 61 of patches heart only cards. It's a game about suffering. Yeah.
Suffering. Yup.
God
That
damn it.
is rough.
That's rough, buddy.
There will probably also be a supercut of me making strange noises. Shit.
There's a
Well,
good
what was it
chance that
again?
the super ends up happening.
Like the thing that
My
people
ass
love.
is.
Hmm?
What was it?
No, after you.
I was gonna say, knowing my ass, it's going to be a case of at least one supercut is going to be me losing my mind out of laughter, almost in reaction to so losing his mind.
I mean,
It will be a supercut of its own.
there have been a few supercuts that people suggested. One of them was actually a supercut of me humming something whilst looking for a song in my playlists, going where was that song again, and so on. And the people were like, oh, this is so great, we need a supercut of it. I was like, why?
Why?
Sometimes one could say if this was a game, the idle animations are some of the most intricate things in regards to storytelling. And
They're like
in
the
case of
cockroaches
so,
in Half-Life.
And so, it's just a case of casually humming while trying to figure out what in the world he's playing next.
Embrace the suck.
Oh man.
Let it embrace you then.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached levels where we all need to suffer. But yeah, let's talk about other songs that we could play now. Guys, you've got any suggestions or genres?
We haven't had anything that was really rock or metal oriented yet.
Okay.
It's pretty true. That is pretty true.
That
was-
If it doesn't tell you, if it doesn't tell you, ironically enough, where my mind immediately goes, I'm like, have you had anything jazz related recently?
Oh,
Ooh.
jazz. Also a good idea.
You must acquire a taste for freeform jazz.
Jazz. Let's see. We've got my Touhou relaxed, and we've got jazz over here. Let's see. What do we have? We've got a few. And exactly this kind of singing is what the people want to hear. I don't know why. We've got some jazz funk. We've got. Oh, actually, this is actually very fitting.
Thank you, Alice.
I haven't read what Alice said. That was a decent.
That was a decent pattern.
Okay. Oh, On the Moon. We can play that one too. Mate, let's do it 2 in a row. Let's play first some jazz and then afterwards some On the Moon to get you all again wakened from it, from your little relaxation area. Because the song that I found for jazz is the Wind God Girl arrange. So we've got an Aya arrange in jazz style, which would be very fitting for Dawn, and also for the secret or the character of one of in one of my books, my Touhou trilogy, because Aya is actually my waifu in that story. Fan fiction, whatever. So I think we're gonna start with this one as a jazz, and then afterwards we play On the Moon, just to remind each other that this kind of suffering goes on and on and on and on when you play Touhou or Trackmania. So, without any further ado, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourself for a bit of relaxing, smoothing jazz of Wind God Girl, and afterwards we gonna visit the moon.
never catch a break. I put one down and one more rises. I swear this has to be the 15th in a row, but somehow it always surprises. What kind of killer do I gotta overthrow just to get a little peace and quiet? I know I need to get away somewhere, but somehow the world will deny it. Sometimes I get tired of this I don't want to waste another day away from loving you. Got these feelings taking over like the rabbits on the moon. Let's indulge a life of lunacy. I feel it's overdue. Dream away and we can make it to the rabbits on the moon.
On the moon, on top of the moon, all over the moon, fly me to the moon, here we go. The feeling that we have had for the last few months, I guess. We put one down and one more rises. One wave after another, wave after wave, isn't it?
Very
At least
much
here
so.
in Germany, it's been a screw over time for the last few months. I mean, like, you were like, alright, we somehow survived the second wave, this can't get any worse, and then suddenly the third wave comes in and you're like, hooray, here we go again, this is complete shit, and everything is madness, and we're back in lockdown, and we are even prohibited to leave our houses at some point. It was like, this is so ridiculous. And now it's slowly getting back, and I can tell you, around winter, it's getting all over again into level 200, and then they will be screaming again for lockdowns, and some kind of homestay and all that crap, and yeah. Well, whatever happens, we've got our music, we've got our minds. For now.
Yep.
Turns, good music. Sometimes that's what you need.
Exactly.
Yep.
But this is exactly what it is. But yeah, Hikaru, you've got the link for Felicity?
I did. I posted it in the chat.
Oh, did you? I can't see it here.
Oh, did it get removed?
I guess so. I don't know why.
No. I see it there.
Where is it?
I say right after I said you're in luck, I have a link, and then I posted it.
It is actually not
Yeah,
here.
no, I do not see it
If you
myself.
want, okay, I guess it got removed. Fair enough. I'll send it to you, and you can pass it along.
Yeah, let's do it like this. I can try to
Yeah.
post it again then here. I guess I did it back then just for safety measures.
Yeah. Nope. That's smart. Nope.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
that's
think about that.
entirely
But that does make sense.
Yeah. Let's check it if it works now. So this must be the link, if you can see it now. It should be posted right now. Can you see the link? Or is it actually hidden again?
Okay, no,
I
it's
see it. Nope. It just showed up.
Okay. I totally feel that. Thankfully I got vaccinated thanks to my parents being over 60. A good thing for you, I'm not. And I'm gonna wait. I guess I will be one of the last because I'm in my mid-20s. I'm healthy. I don't have any health issues. I don't have any kind of critical circumstances or financial issues why I couldn't or should, and so on and so on. So apparently I'm of the least urgent people, so I can wait for another decade. In the point of view of our government, apparently, but who cares? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Ah.
Luckily for me, I've managed to get both of my dose vaccines, so fingers crossed nothing terrible happens in the future. And
You know, in the end.
hopefully people get safe.
Mm.
But, you know, where I live, I joke as if the entirety of the U.S. is actually that terrible, but sometimes you end up running around with people that aren't the brightest bulbs, if you will.
That is very true.
So, I just want to urge everybody to stay safe when you can.
Exactly. This has always been like this whole stay safe, stay healthy, be rational. We said it
You
over
see,
and over.
you would expect people to like understand that that's kind of a given, but sometimes people just don't want to. Sometimes people just want to be ignorant.
Yeah, guess so. Some of them are like that. I don't know why, but responsibilities. Some people don't want to take them. And then it's all left to the people with a bit of sanity.
Yes,
But
so.
I guess like we can talk about it for hours and hours and talk about how much we suffer about it, but maybe we should just light up the mood and think about something else. For example, music-wise, yeah, let's talk about like what kind of genre do you listen to recently or currently, and what kind of songs are your favorites?
What kind
But
of songs are our I mean, I've always been a rock and metal guy. Um, Funny enough, like I haven't been listening to Touhou music so much recently. But you know, I've been getting a little bit into EDM. Just a little bit. Mainly one artist, but honestly, I've just come to a point where I've got really weird eclectic tastes, and I'm content
some
with that.
at some point, taste kind of becomes an amalgamation of all the things that you like. And though
Yes.
I do have my affective preferences, like I'll always be an individual who loves himself a bit of hip hop, loves himself a bit of EDM, loves himself a bit of R&B. I've more or less had my taste due to the people that I surround myself with, as well as some of the things that I to have those kind of things just expand to the far reaches of everything. But like more than anything else, definitely have been, especially over the course of lockdown and whatnot. Like the EDM selection has effectively like damn near tripled
Mm-hmm.
on my end. And certain artists that I wasn't necessarily apprised of before have caught my attention, have caught my ear, and even like especially recently, I've actually jumped back into some of the older songs that I used to love listening to like years and years ago. That like sure they had followed me around, but like you get an appreciation to them when you like haven't listened to them for a while.
I see.
And one artist in particular, if I could just like totally just break off like because I'll never deny an opportunity to a specific individual. Um, I don't know him personally. I'd love to, but such is the case when you are on the east coast of a region, and the person just happens to be in Australia. But man by the name of Fox Stevenson, who personally I had almost as if to say one of the few things that I had kept from the day, like from the days which I was the most active on Facebook, was I ended up running into one of Fox Stevenson's songs at the time, and had been in love with his music ever since.
Hmm. I see.
And I wouldn't like it's almost as if to say I'd be biased if I said it was a unique sound, but it is a sound that doesn't necessarily sound entirely conventional, at least all the time. And dude's definitely a bit quirky with his lyrics. So if you want an interesting sound and something that isn't going to be like too heavy on the ears, if you ask me, I might be a little dulled at this point considering what I've listened to in the past. I'd say give him a look.
Okay. That sounds interesting. I might gonna give it a try. But let's talk about the thing about metal and so on. I mean, like, Hikaru, you mentioned it before, like metal or something like that would be nice as well.
Right. Hmm.
One of those typical groups in Toho would be Get in the Ring.
Yes.
Um,
There are so many. There are so many, but Get in the Ring was one that really stuck with me.
hmm. Apparently, Alice is also a big fan of Fox Stevenson.
Hmm. Hashtag twinning.
So that's never going to leave us. Like, it's just kind of stuck there now.
Hmm. Yeah, but yeah. So Get in the Ring was like one of the first that I actually learned about and got to know about. Like they are like one of my favorites. Actually, the song that I actually picked for as the next song that we're gonna listen to was actually an inspiration for the book because I had a bit of this scenario in my mind how this whole scene could be filled with an action scene or something like that, which is like the grand finale of my trilogy that I'm writing. Actually, I haven't written on it for Jesus 2 years or something like that. I need to get pick up my pace again at some point. Well, we will see. But yeah, the next song will be something enjoyable from Get in the Ring. All I say is it isn't a proper metal song, especially not a Get in the Ring song with that punch, if it isn't about Oni, I'd say.
Ah.
Someone got the idea what I'm going towards. Actually, not
Technically, it could be two. I'm interested now.
Quick note for Felicity. We will be online for about roughly another hour. So if you're back later, see you there. But
have a great day, Felicity.
Yeah, you have a good one.
But yeah, song-wise, yeah, there are actually like options. But let's say we're talking about the smaller of the two Oni that are frequent.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Like the real great one. So we're talking about Lil Suika. And the song that I'm gonna play to you.
The Watermelon Oni.
The Watermelon Oni. Exactly. Exactly. So we're gonna play the Watermelon Oni. That's going to be a running gag, isn't it?
It might be.
From Get in the Ring, here is Ibuki Suika. Enjoy the song, guys, because this one is very tense. Enjoy.
「
りなら組み交わした浮世の雫突き果てるその日までいざ咲き誇れ宴に乗せて散りゆく時は命あらばな積み重ねた夜幾千と終わらない毎朝終わらせはしない決して
Whoom. Holy shit. Yeah. Like, this song is one of the greatest, hands down.
It's definitely one of the best in Get in the Rings catalog. I always come back to this one.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, this is, for example, just think about it. Today we had a real variety of songs and topics just to get through them. Like we had jazz, we had rock, we had Eurobeat, we had pop, we had literally every kind of music, I think. Or did we had funk?
I don't know if we had funk. I don't know if we had any folk.
Oh, then these two we need to check also check in a few minutes. Then I need to think about something. For funk, I think I know exactly the song that we're gonna go for, which would be wait a second, I need to find it first, but I've got an idea for funk. And for folk, for funk, I would say Moonstruck Dance.
Yeah, no, that would definitely work.
And for folk, do you've got any suggestions?
Oh, hang on. Let me dig back through the Petty Patrol Tengu archives. I've done it once already. I'll do it again. Fucking do it again.
Easy. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
There are
Okay,
a
we're doing
few
it live.
options.
Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, God. Facebook, I swear to God, you are the worst.
I mean,
The
like,
interface doesn't work. I just searched for something. Why can't I do it now?
welcome to the cursed world. It is literally cursed, isn't it?
The search function was fine. Why did you break it? Yes, there we go. Folk. Now interacting is your. What does that mean? What does that mean, dude? Let me just find something.
The thing is, of course, also like we've got different kind of folk, right? We've got like Irish folk, we've got Asian traditional folk. Like a classica would be the folk range of Chinese tea in the more of
No.
Irish style.
So I may or may not have seen a bit of a request, and I'm just gonna throw it here for the sake of.
I'll peddle this. I did find some. I did find something, but I will let Dawn have the floor for this one because I don't think I've heard this one.
Oh, this is actually a good idea. Harvest Festival, isn't it? Yeah,
You
Harvest
think out
Dance.
for that? Yep.
Blank, Asagiri, you wouldn't be the first because my page is still growing and I don't post there anymore. Like once in a blue moon, I show up briefly. So I'm still there if you want to. Keep stalking pages. You won't find much other than years and years worth of my soul.
To folk should return to Facebook sometimes. Yeah. think we're gonna for folk we're gonna play Harvester's Dance, and for funk, Moonstruck Dance. So we've got these two settled. But actually, Don, how come that you picked this song?
I actually picked it. It's more that I saw the suggestion. I saw the link. It was like, this seems like a pretty good option. Let's go with it. Again, you could legitimately thank Alice for this one. Because I was like, I wonder if there's anything that would actually work here. And then just saw that. Was like, yeah, this works. This might be something to bring up.
Okay. Well, for me, about Moonstruck Dance is just like... This song is just really...
It's such a fun song.
It's just so funky, you know? Like, you can literally start dancing to it, and it's like... Just free, move your body, shake your body. It's just like completely... It's liberating. As to play, just to hear it, listen to it, and just...
Moonstruck is like... That's a song that sticks with me in a way that like I might never actually like outwardly look for, but every time I hear it, I'm like, this is good. This is a good song.
Oh, I see. Alice was quite quick in suggesting.
She is quick on the draw.
Yeah. Indeed. So I will laugh if I see your pages, and there is not much since like 2 years or something that I was in Facebook. Yeah, we like. What do you expect us to do? Like, mine is literally the same.
Before I shared the stream with the two big pages of mine, my last posts were back in 2018. If it was you anything.
I feel like I was more recent than that. If I were to look, my official retirement post was August 27th, 2019.
Holy.
The last actual post I have posted since then, just whenever I feel like it, and I did. My last post was before the announcement for this stream was July 31st, 2020. So I've been quite absent. Every now and then I get a mind to hop back in, but not very often.
There you have it, guys. Like, this is how it works. But yeah, just for this is like just for a basic thing, but I mean, like, for me, for example, if I ever think about, oh, I need to post something, then I just do it, but then it's like, oh my gosh, how long I haven't been here? Like, it's crazy. What's gonna change in the meantime? I'm often more or less reminded that I need to post something when somebody is liking it. It's like, oh gosh, I can't just let them hang there, so I gotta post something. But yeah. But anyways, I'm not going to let you hang with just waiting for the songs, so I'm going to play. First we play Harvester's Dance, and then afterwards we're gonna continue with Moonstruck Dance. Enjoy the songs, I'd say. Damn, I love this song. Well, that was Moonstruck Dance for you guys. And yeah, well, I enjoyed that song a lot. What about you guys?
That was nice.
That song always makes me just kind of want to sit back and groove for a bit.
It is a song that you really want to groove to, isn't it? Like, it just gets you in the mood to just put your hands up, enjoying the song. It's amazing. I love it. But yeah, I mean, like, it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, like, we're talking and talking. We're about half an hour away from midnight here in Germany, and that would mark our 3 hours. It is crazy
Yeah.
how quickly it goes by. I mean, like, this is wow. Um, is the Discord server still existing? Unfortunately, not. There have been a few issues.
Wait, who is redacted?
I've got no idea. I really
It
got
is
no
redacted,
idea.
obviously.
Discord server still existing. If you're referring to So's Discord server, I don't believe so.
At least I'm not online on it anymore. There have been a few.
So it doesn't matter.
Issues, yeah.
Losers. Losers.
They don't get the full experience.
I mean, like, in the end, I mean, like, if you wanna check out on music and so on, there is still my Facebook page where I upload when I feel like it for new songs or things that are released. Other than that, there is not much happening. This is actually a good point to talk about the future and the current
Yes,
vision of the server and
please
everything.
do.
So in general, for me, these streams will be more of a now and then occasion. It won't be a regular thing because I just realized it isn't possible to keep it going, at least in my position right now. But I will do my streams now and then when I feel like it, or I think like this is a good occasion to do something. And when it happens, I'm more than likely having my fellas with me.
Mhm.
The Facebook page is still active. There might be a few other kind of uploads on my channel, like you have maybe seen that there are now more and more ASMRs being posted in that on my channel. And you can find almost everything there. Also, there is a link to my SoundCloud. You can check out more ASMR there with a bit more of a better relaxed atmosphere, I'd say. Most of my ASMRs are also on YouTube. However, due to this whole thing now with all the commercials and so on, it's impossible to have a relaxing ASMR experience, especially when you try to get asleep or something like that. So I highly recommend to use the SoundCloud for that. You will find the link to my ASMR Facebook page on my on my YouTube page, and from there on you can get to my SoundCloud. There's a reason why I do it this way, just because recently we had a bit of an issue with bots, so I just make sure. But yeah, this is in general the things about my channel and where the future is going. What about you guys?
As for me, um, as I've stated many a time before, probably previously during this stream, I'm officially retired from my Facebook page. It had a good run. I did everything that I think I wanted to do with it. And so back in 2019 or so, I formally retired. So that is, aside from the occasional just check back in, how's everybody doing? Why are you still here? What the fuck posts? I'm mostly just doing my own thing at the moment. I do have some ideas for some future projects, and of course, if there is anything that comes to pass, I will probably make a post about it there. Of course, you know, life has been crazy. What with the year that we've just had and the year that we're kind of still having. So right now, I'm just focused on my personal life and trying to get ahead right now. And once I'm in a position where I'm comfortably able to work on such projects again, we'll see what the future holds. I don't really want to speculate too much because everything could change, but that's kind of where I'm at. How about you, Don?
No, I don't think I ever actually had a post formally retiring from either of my pages. So, maybe I get around to doing that. Probably not. But
When Don goes out for smokes?
Exactly. You'll see me in about 20 years, just like, huh, I completely forgot to do something about this, didn't I? But, I've basically been much akin to the same. Just, I've got some things, not necessarily in the works, but I've been working around with some people, just more or less taking life a day at a time, considering how crazy everything has been. And, got a few people around me that I really enjoy, trying to keep myself moving everything forward. I'll probably still be lurking around, and Lord knows that, like, if my ass isn't actually a guest on the stream, I hear about this and I'm going to find my way in. Because that's just how it goes. If so doesn't be a goddamn co-host role at some point, I'm going to Riot specifically.
He's been playing the long haul.
I told him I was taking over one of these days, and sure, he gave me a taste with the birthday stream a couple years back.
Long live the king. No. I guess that makes me Simba, doesn't it?
I guess so. Oh god, Revenge of the Woo.
I never
So,
knew that I
wake
had
up!
a son.
Wake up!
To be fair, I kind of figured I was more of a Scar than a Mufasa, so...
I mean, like, the funny thing is about this one, in this kind of scene, you could either put in a meme, like, a Mufasa, Scar, on the upper hand saying it's over and he kind of got the high ground, but... let's not dig into that meme world.
You underestimate my power.
Actually, that's funny because Mufasa was played by James Earl Jones. So he would say, "You underestimate my power."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
It's multi-layered.
wow. That works a little bit too well.
Conspiracy. But yeah.
I guess.
Well, I mean, like.
But yeah, no, like, I've got a few
James Earl
communities
Jones is
that
a
I,
Michigan boy, and I
help around.
respect that.
Can't say I blame you.
From not that far away from where I live, actually. Like up in Marquette. I believe it was.
It's one of the things that you'll see me around, probably.
Certainly.
Probably.
I mean, like, if not on Facebook, then at least on my streams. when I've got one of those spontaneous ideas again, then everyone needs to just follow up.
If we've got a moment, on that note, regarding moving forward, I did just have a job interview yesterday, and I got a offer letter, and so I took it.
Awesome. So
I'll be working second shift. I'm already basically on a second shift sleep schedule as it is. I was up till like 5 last night, so that wasn't the plan, but it kind of happened that way.
Oh dear.
Well, at least the body's already adjusting.
Yep. But so yeah, that's really the big update there.
Just congratulations.
We'll see what happens. I'm just trying to get moved out into an apartment, and then I can start thinking about doing more projects, maybe, hopefully. But
just give it a shot.
The goddess once said, "Give it time."
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to what kind of new projects you will have, and I guess the community is excited for it as well. Same here. I mean, like, if everything works.
It probably won't be Touhou related, but it'll be something. And if you actually follow, if you followed my page for any long length of time, I think you might like what I've got in store.
So you guys, if you are excited to find out.
You come for the Touhou, you stay for the personalities.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. This is
the main motto of my stream, I guess. Come to think of it. I had some great.
The main motto of your stream was "We make so suffer."
Yeah, it's a stream where you have people who I like to talk to, a chat who likes to bully me, and songs that everybody was like, I need to listen to that more in the next few years. This is literally the basic idea of my whole stream thing.
That's kind of how it's been with us too. Like, it's kind of one of those, Now that I think about it, there are like several songs that I was first introduced to via your stream that have stuck with me for a while, like Moonstruck Day,
Oh yeah.
like Rabbit from Tamaonsen. I mean, I guess I can count Tear You Up, but that was less of a stream exposure and more so was like, yo, you've got to listen to this.
Yeah.
Does everyone remember the real bullying meme? Is that so?
Oh. See, that one I think goes back a little farther than I do.
I mean, like,
Oh,
Hmm?
I was spearheading that meme.
like literally Don started this whole thing, and actually it managed to get even into my Q&A. Like the title
I wonder
last
who did that.
Yeah.
I wonder who'd be so jealous as to just drop that into the Q&A for no particular reason.
Yeah, like if you want to have a good time listening to what my plans were back then and how I got into Touhou and all that stuff, and also what the answer to Is That So is, you just want to check out that video that I've got on my channel. I think it was called something like Q&A or something like that. So you can just listen to it and find out. I just hear Tear You Up, and I got flashbacks to when I first found out about it. Oh yeah. Could be like it was one of the first songs that
Feels like ages ago.
Yeah, it was the time when Odyssey actually released these kind of songs as well. Like Tear You Up was one of his very first of them in that bunch, with afterwards On the Moon and what else? What other ones? There were a few of them. Phantom Fantasy. Wow.
Oh, yes.
That one we recited over and over and over again, and also Here I Am, which would be like, it's actually, come to think of it, that song is like pretty much the song for the reveal, like that Odyssey did just a few days ago. Look me in the eyes, here I am. A bit of this
Fair
coming
enough.
out who I am. Huh? This is fair enough. I think like this would fit quite well for it. But yeah, actually talking about songs and so on, we've got time for a few more. So everybody, give me suggestions. I am free to everything. And also I stopped this crazy accent. I don't know where I got it.
Hearing So do an accent is an interesting thought.
This is something that was not necessarily.
You've already
certain
got
that
two
now.
smashed together.
Literary. And Aki just.
Oh.
You know, Aki, that is. We got to do that for all time's sake.
I
yes.
guess so. I'm gonna end the stream with Rain Dance in the end, but the question is, do you want to hear the song, or do I need to I'm not going to say that. I just ask you.
You're setting yourself up, so I see you finally have decided.
You
to
played yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You have done that yourself.
Exactly. Oh, actually, one thing that I can also recommend is there is a Reddit topic which is called Humanity Fuck Yeah. And
Okay.
that is actually a very interesting topic, where people writing stories and fictions about what if aliens come to our planets but find out that humanity is actually completely superior to them in every aspect, or rather in the way they think or in the way their physics work and so on. And there are some very interesting things in between. I think the YouTuber NFY, I think he is called, is making some audio versions of some of them. One of my favorites is the Death World is series. There are 2 parts of it, which are very nice. Other than that, there are some other short stories and so on, which are very interesting. Since we are talking about it, Tear You Up or Here I Am?
You know, jumping back to the topic earlier of supercuts, I just remembered arguably one of my personal favorite memories, and it was obviously one of the shows that I was on. don't remember which, but it was one of the more recent ones, if I remember correctly,
Mhm.
where it was a interesting but really, really smooth transition that I made specifically from a topic of conversation into the lead up to Worldly Spirits. And it's like,
I
if there's a super cut, if there's a super cut for me, that needs to be there, or I'm finding a way to get it taken.
I'm really not sure which one it was, but if you find it, sure, we gotta put it into the supercut. Also, Aki is giving me the liberty of deciding if I gonna sing or not. Okay,
Well,
let's.
that's awful nice of him.
That's awfully nice of him. Let's gonna see what the rest of the chat is saying because they are usually not that forgiving.
Not that lenient.
I hope.
Look,
for
I
for
I
your sake.
stand. It's like I did it for the rock. I did it for the people. And to be completely fair, I'm like the one individual that just loves bullying someone to say right dance at this point.
What?
I am the one who enjoys listening to you sing rain dance. Well, I'm one of me, but I'm the one who enjoys voicing that out loud just so that people can jump on it.
Okay.
I'm not saying you have to, because I'm also this has been a real good stream. Do we really need to bully so that much today?
I mean, like, generally, I'm not really against it currently because I'm like, this is like literally going through old times, and so I would be like, fine, all right then, guys. Not going to spoil the party here, so I would do that. But yeah, before that, we've got either we can go out with one more song and then we wrap up and then we sing Rain Dance. So what should the last song be? I mean, like the suggestion from Aki was actually either "Here I Am" or "Tear You Up." So what shall it be? I mean, like all of them are actually, both of them are completely legitimate to be.
They're both. That's a tough choice. I don't know if I can choose.
Exactly.
Well, I tell you, I can. It's like, well, I tell you, I can, even though the fact that they are both absolutely amazing. One of them has a slight bit of sentimental value to me.
Okay.
I'm technically in the bit of a biased course, so should know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think I know. Like I'm a spiral pulling you under. I guess.
Possibly.
So
Quite possibly.
I guess we're gonna let's finish it up with two more Odyssey Eurobeat songs by singing by first of all playing Tear You Up and finishing it off with my more or less singing of Rain Dance.
Well, hey, welcome back, Felicity.
What about your stream? Both songs.
Welcome back.
If you can't just I'm going to propose. Hey Felicity. Honestly, I agree about enjoying so singing Rain Dance, but I have been laughing at so about Trackmania. So this is a good point. However, then again, I don't want to let you all hang there. So I'm gonna sing Rain Dance later. But before that, let's quickly play Tear You Up. One of my first fresh releases that I got on Odyssey. So, without further ado, let me quickly find the song that is, literally ripped open my passion for Eurobeat and for Touhou. This is Odyssey Eurobeat in A1 or in cooperation with A1, and the song is Tear You Up. Tear You Up. Oh man, this is a great song. Brings back memories. And also makes me realize like where I am right now. Man, I mean like it's over 3 years that we heard that song. This is or
Something
rather
like that.
when it was launched. Damn.
Yeah.
So much has happened ever since, and we are still here.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, Red
Mhm.
versus Blue wise, do you ever wonder why we're here?
Yeah.
It's one of life's mysteries, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, I just recently just watched Red versus Blue again. Actually, the good seasons, the finale of season 10, for example. Like this was for me the perfect ending for Red versus Blue, but they had to make a sequel, and they screwed it over.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean like, if you're ever interested in Red vs. Blue, please, please don't watch Zero. It is not worth it. Sorry to say it, but they ruined it. So everything before is alright. I personally say everything until season 10 is perfect. The rest of it is, yeah, it's alrighty, but could have been better. But yeah, this happens when you are slowly but surely shrinking in original casts. But it happens. So, talking about casts, it's close to midnight, so it's been again an awesome stream. But this is what I mean. Like this was crazy fun. In between, we had at some point we had really like I don't know like 14 people at the same time watching the stream. Actually, it's again rising right now. I don't know why, but yeah.
Been
Like
almost consistently double digits the entire way through.
yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
which is a fantastic thing. See, I told you, like you people have always this kind of how can I say magic that you play to get the attention of all the people. The thing is, yeah, like I love to see all of you in the streams, but the sad thing is, first of all, most of the time my streams are very spontaneous, so I don't have enough time to announce it in every
Yeah, we
possible
came up with this one in like a week.
yeah. And this was actually one of the
Yeah.
more longer planned ones. Sometimes come up with the idea of, oh, schedule for the day after tomorrow is gone. Okay, I'm gonna stream. And then you're like, all right. So I really wonder who will ever show up for it. And then there are a few people, and today it was quite the crowd, I'd say. I mean, like
It was a lovely turnout.
an average of about 12 to 11 people. This is quite good.
You see, you say it's us that people come for, but really it's all you. So you got people coming in with your ASMRs. You got people coming in to watch you suffer.
I'm just
We're
some
all here for
guy.
show.
I'm
We're
just
all
some
here for
guy.
show.
I'd say it is. The thing is, when I'm alone and I start babbling to myself, it is more or less a painful thing to listen to and to watch, I guess. But it's just because of guys like you that I can actually like come out, talk about new topics, get it a bit more, yeah, interesting and adventurous, and I really like it in this way. I always look forward to these streams, as it was today at the same time, but I always prefer this. Oh, this is cute. Thanks, and also thanks, Even. Yeah, my ASMRs. If you want to listen to more of them, there are still more on my SoundCloud. As I said, I'm going to separate my ASMRs from my other work by putting my works for ASMR works on SoundCloud and everything else on my YouTube. But this doesn't mean that I'm caring less about the one or the other. Currently, I'm even thinking about opening a Discord again, but this time it is more like a general thing. And that time, and if that's going to be the case, it is very likely that I've got some rules about it, like a little bit more arranged and organized, and also maybe a little bit harsh for some how I'm going to rule with it. But the last experience wasn't really that amazing, to be honest, in the end, and I just don't want to have any conflicts again and drama, because this is the least I of the things I want to have on my on my service. But we will see. First of all, I need time to do this kind of stuff, and right now I don't have that time. Currently, I'm planning for everything to get my final thesis done, and then I'm going to be hunting for jobs at the end of the year. So it will be a few busy months. So we will see what's gonna happen. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here with me, and I would like to give you the chance to just put your thoughts out here to the chat, to the community, what you want to say, what you want to tell them.
Oh, he was talking to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the supercut. Every time I get
Yup.
distracted, in the supercut. Oh, fuck. No, I think it's really cool that we've still had consistently double-digit numbers throughout this. Granted, I'm pretty sure 3 of those were us, but I mean, I think that's really cool that after all this time and all this absence, there are still folks who are willing to come in here, listen to not just So and Don, but, my stupid shit. I'm just here. No, I'm happy to be back here. This is always a lot of fun when we get to do these, and I do enjoy it. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what to talk about, but I do try. So thanks to everybody who came here today. I've really enjoyed this today, and I look forward to when we do this in another 12 months again.
Oh boy, what in the world how in the world can I follow that up? I mean, it is almost like I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've probably said it about 12 times at this point. But basically every time I'm on here, I feel like it's an honor to be able to more or less be able to sit back, interact with chat, still be able to talk with So, enjoy some real good music, and even if I might not necessarily be the most articulate at times, or I kind of don't have too much to add to a topic, I genuinely enjoy being here with you guys, because this is something that I have come to really enjoy, be it years ago and even to the day. So, regardless of what happens in the future, I hope that we can still find a way to at least stay in touch. I know I've been kind of slacking with a certain somebody, but
listen,
it's a
if you
case
if you need me to poke you more, I can do it.
I probably wouldn't mind that. Just be careful where you're poking.
No promises.
Guys, be nice.
But yes, actually, it might be interesting if we if maybe every now and then we try and get another person in here. I think that would help shake things up a lot. You'd have to find the right person for sure.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
That's really the tough part. But it's a lot easier to find people when we were doing the streams more frequently. But in any case, it's just something to think about.
It definitely is. The thing is, then in that perspective, I would like to give you the opportunity to look for people who you would like to have with us, because this is an option
Sure.
to expand our community. Definitely.
Yeah. I don't have anybody off the top of my head, but I will keep that in mind.
Great.
Same here.
This would be amazing if we can just slowly get this whole thing again working, like having more people back in it. And
All the people who I can think of who might be good fits for it are very shy. We'll put it that way.
it's alright. I mean, like,
Soft-spoken.
if they wanna, if they feel like it and they are like, oh, just let's give it a try, then we can just try it and find out if it works. And I'm never going to force somebody to their own luck, so for their own fortune.
If it tells you, Okay, let me just say this right now. I personally despise hearing my voice, especially if I hear it in play. My God, it just makes me want to cry sometimes. But everybody else seems to. So don't necessarily think too much of your voice because you never know exactly how people are going to react to it.
Part of it is that your voice, you're used to hearing your voice from inside your own skull, and that changes how it sounds. And so then you hear it, and you're like, "Oh, that sounds totally. I don't sound like that. That's awful." But no, to everyone else, it just sounds normal. We're all our own worst critics.
Always. I mean, like, if I listen to my voice, it's always like, "Good mother of God, please make it stop, make it stop, make it stop." It is always like that. So it is like you can't.
Hey, we have at least 2 people expressing interest. We may look into that. Who knows? I will leave that up to So. This is his show.
Exactly.
Well, we can. I mean, like, we at some point we can do something like a bit of a community thing, like doing like I don't know, like over Facebook. I'm gonna send out a link for a Discord where everyone can join in the stream, or I can actually put in a Discord link here, and everyone can just hop in if they feel like it.
Perhaps.
I mean, it's a possibility.
If anything, I think the biggest problem that I have keeping the topic going or keeping the conversation going in these streams is that I am so far removed from Touhou at this point. Not that I don't enjoy it, not that I don't still think, love the music, love the story, the games, all that. I've just not been immersed in it in so long that it's weird because it's more this show than Touhou that still has me connected to all of you, so
To be completely
and it's
honest with you,
weird.
It feels like the backdrop is effectively Toho music, but everybody else talking about other things. That's perfect.
Which isn't a bad thing at all, but sometimes I struggle to come up with stuff to say.
It happens, like there's nothing you can do against it.
And for a guy with a big mouth like me, that's saying something.
It will be all right. But this is maybe an idea for another stream, so I'm gonna keep it in mind.
And we are up to 15 people.
Yeah, it is increasing right now. I don't know why. Why?
Why?
Yeah. We can arrange at least something about people joining in and so on. I will let you guys know when I've got a feeling for it. But about the Discord, I would rather have it here since I don't really have Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna arrange something for that in that case, but
we will see about that.
You know what? Let's just simply make a new server and just let people in whoever wants to come here. Just let it happen, and then
we'll make things up as we go along. Basically, how the thing always go anyway.
And let's call it Touhou Radio Next Gen and Fuji stuff. So you can also check in for the ASMR and all that stuff. Alright, invite let's put this one and let's see. Yeah, so the invitation link is now in the chat. Just hop in there and we can check out how things are going on later. It is we will find out who will be in it and we can talk, and actually I'll be there in the voice chat for a few minutes afterwards, I guess. So
so you already misspelled the title.
Oh really?
ANS Fuji stuff.
Ants. All naughty
Fuji
stuff.
You blew it!
Exactly. I need to be ashamed of myself. So, there we go. Safe.
Beat you to the first message, Don. Kiss my ass.
And here the people are just...
You would love that, wouldn't you?
I guess this will be the eternal war that I just caused, isn't it? Infinity War.
That's how we operate.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We will see how active I am here, just because I am starting that new job in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
I mean, like, you guys just can use the link, join in, and can I download Discord? Yeah, you can download Discord
Yep.
on your on your smartphone.
Yep.
I'll actually just because we're gonna wrap up things slowly here, so I'm going to take a bit more time so you can install it, make everything sure, and then you can start it. Because I'm gonna just do my wrap ups. Before that, guys, your final words.
I think I've said everything I meant to say.
It's absolutely been a blast, and I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up. At the
Yes,
very
indeed.
least.
Thank you very much.
And that leaves me to say thank you very much to everybody, and this leaves me with my typical 3 ways of saying goodbye, which starts today night, of course, in English, so thank you everybody for joining in. I really can't express how grateful I am to have so many amazing people who still come back here to see my streams when I spontaneously start them. I'm really looking forward to how the things are going and what we're gonna do in the near future, and I'm really excited how the thing of this new Discord's going to happen, but we'll see. I'm excited, and we're just gonna see how it's going. And well, I see you then in the next stream. And as always in this kind of fake case, I want to just say, don't say goodbye, because if you don't say it, you're not really gone. You're just somewhere else. And this is the situation like here. A very wise woman said it once. I think her name was Allison. Everybody who watched Red vs. Blue would know what it means, and maybe some of you will start crying. But yeah, with you guys, and so, well, gonna see you on the other side. So, let's continue with German then. Leute, vielen, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen heute wieder. Also, es ist herrlich zu sehen, dass so viele Leute einfach zuschalten, dabei sein wollen, sich das anschauen und immer noch dabei sind. Und ich hätte nicht erwartet, dass so viele heute dabei sind, weil es war spontan, es war alles irgendwie drunter und drüber, aber es hat einfach mega Spaß gemacht. Ich freue mich darauf, das vielleicht demnächst auch wieder zu machen. Der Discord-Server, wie gesagt, ist für euch alle offen. Ich hoffe, ihr verhält euch vernünftig, und ich werde Stück für Stück die Seite auch organisieren, damit das alles einigermaßen funktioniert. Aber bis dorthin, ja, bleibt tapfer, bleibt munter. Wir werden schon irgendwie diese Zeiten überstehen, und ich hoffe, wir sehen uns bald dann irgendwo wieder, ne? Und vielleicht dann im nächsten Stream. And now to wrap it up in Japanese. まあ皆さん今回もまた見ていただき本当にありがとうございます。本当にこんなにまだフォロワーさんがいるとは思ってなかったので、本当に今驚いてるんですけど、いやー、やっぱり楽しいもんですね、やってみると。で、まあ今のところいろいろと難しいこともありますし、いろんな世界的なことも辛いかもしれませんけど、頑張ってください。これからですからまだ。Discord に入っていただいた皆さん、これからもよろしくお願いします。またそうじゃなければまた今度またストリームするときにまたぜひ見てください。その時はまあもう一遍アナウンスするので楽しみにしています。ではまたお会いしましょう。So with that, all done and dusted, I think I can finally start.
Still amazing to hear you speak all three one after another like that.
It's actually like really impressive.
As a monolingual dumbass American, that blows my mind. I'll get to a second language eventually.
At least, I mean, like, I still have.
I have some general linguistic knowledge, but nothing like that.
Oh, it will come eventually. Trust me. So, I guess now it's time for the final song to wrap it up. Don, Hikaru, if you like it, we can talk in the Discord group in a few minutes.
Sounds good to me.
Then I'm gonna wrap it up here.
It's like I actually have something that's going to pull me away, so I'm not necessarily going to join in.
Right.
I might listen. I might listen in, but I'll probably be active in the chat.
Sure thing.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll see you there, Don.
See you there, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for today.
Love being here with you guys.
All right then.
You should do it more.
Exactly.
Damn straight.
I hear you guys later, and ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Traditionally, the final act of every stream, or more or less every stream. Here is Odyssey Eurobeat featuring Fujiwara no So, and the song is Rain Dance. I'm walking home through the dark of the night. I'm in suspicious intuition, tell me something ain't right. I can feel a certain heaviness rolling out into the sky. Too much my life is put on delay. I would rather give you something like a silly display. How many chances for this until the moment you die? Our darkest moments are a gift from above. How else are we to determine a moment of love? We can't let something like a little rain get in our way. We're in a rain dance, let it splash on your hand. You could have been in pain, but you're rejoicing instead. It's a rain dance, finding joy through your pain. And once you've done it this time, you're never the same. Rain dance, we're bright as the sun, and you're the one I'm thanking when the moment is done. And this rain dance, helping you feel alive, and waiting for another dance, another time. Now that I'm back and the sun is with you, I can contemplate no better way to spend time with you. But even I know that these pleasantries are not your last. So I have faith that I see you again, though I cannot answer questions like when, how, or when. Why make a panic when life goes by you so fast? Our darkest moments are a gift from above. How else are we to determine a moment of love? Well, can do something like a little rain get in our way? We're in a rain dance, let it splash on your head. You could have been in pain, but you're rejoicing instead. It's a rain dance, finding joy through your pain. And once you've done it this time, you are never the same. Rain dance, we're bright as the sun, and you're the one I'm thanking when the moment is done. And this rain dance, helping you feel alive, and waiting for another dance, another time. When the devil comes knocking, looking straight in the eye, you got faith like a mountain and you won't let it die. When the devil comes knocking, looking square in the eye, you got faith like a mountain and you won't let it die. When the devil comes knocking, looking square in the eye, you got faith like a mountain and you won't let it die. When the devil comes knocking, looking square in the eye, you got faith like a mountain and you won't let it die. Moments are a gift from above. How else are we to determine a moment of love? We can't let something like a little rain get in our way. in a rain dance, let it splash on your head. You could have been in pain, but you're rejoicing instead. It's a rain dance, finding joy through your pain. And once you've done it this time, you are never the same. Ow! Rain dance, but we're bright as the sun. And you're the one I thank it when the moment is done. And this rain dance, helping you feel alive. And waiting for another dance, another time. Woo! Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for listening. I really hope to see you all around next time. Just enjoy it. It's becoming summer now. See you on the Discord. See you in the next stream. Peace out.